All right, howdy. My name is Charles Villegas. I will be presenting with my group the ESET 462 project proposal. Our project's mission is to develop a balance beam that relies on an infrared sensor to measure the distance of a ping pong ball along a track, and it'll utilize a servo motor to adjust the angle of the track based on the position of the ball. And we're trying to ensure that the ball is in the middle.
For the detailed plan, hello, my name is Peter Godipelly. The first step, we'll 3D print each of the pieces necessary for the product. And then after we do the 3D printing, the stuff we can 3D print, we'll order the infrared sensor, an Arduino, a servo motor, plywood for some of the pieces, and then screws for mixing it all together. And then next we'll assemble certain of the pieces with just hot glue. And then the last thing we'll do is write the code, put on the Arduino, and then the final step is to test which variables will work out once we adjust the code when we finally make it in person.
Hi, I'm GianReo Mire, and as far as the effort distribution goes, we will all be assisting in selecting the hardware and locating and designing the files for all of the 3D printed objects. But Charles has the 3D printer, so he will be in charge of printing everything and placing the orders for the hardware, and we will pay him back accordingly. As far as the program goes for the Arduino, Peter will be working on that, and he's probably got 3 to 4 weeks to get that done. Stephanie and I will be assembling the balance itself, and we'll build all the hardware, we'll wire everything, we will assemble all the different 3D printed parts, screw everything on, and make sure that everything's ready to go. And Thomas will be testing. Although he is the main one testing, we'll all be helping out and making sure everything works.
Howdy, my name is Stephanie Villareal, and I'll be talking about the timeline for this project. We estimate that it's going to be roughly a month to get it a complete and working version. The week of March 24th, we will be printing the 3D parts and ordering the hardware. If the parts get here by the week of March 31st, we'll start assembling and writing the code. The week of April 7th, we will finish the assembly and start testing our code and make adjustments accordingly. And finally, the week of April 14th, we'll be testing and completing the project.
Howdy, I'm Thomas Lopez, and I'll be talking about the expected outcome. The primary outcome is the ball should be centered on the beam. A distance sensor is going to be getting telemetry from the ball's location on the beam and relaying it to the Arduino. Any offset measured by that telemetry will trigger the Arduino to control a motor that raises or lowers the end of the beam so the ball gets forced back towards the center.
All right, thank you.